Doherty, this is the young King McGinley here. I heard your old video WhatsApp going around there about 10 or 15 minutes ago, and I listened to you, what you're coming out with, the talk you're coming out with. Tony, this fight has to happen between me and you. You were the man, went on WhatsApps and Facebooks before Christmas. You said you were giving me my times and dates in January. I'm not bringing no fight forwards, I'm not bringing no fight backwards. You were the man said you were giving me times and dates in January. I want me times and dates. Now the way it is, Tony, you're backpedaling out of it. You're not giving me times and dates. Okay, you're bringing your brothers into it, Tony. You're bringing your nephews into it. You're bringing the whole group into it, trying to get this fight knocked off. I have no problems with your brothers. I have no problems with your nephews. If I had a problem with your brothers, I wouldn't leave your brother to show you fair play, Tony, between me and you. I have no problem with Paddy to show fair play. He's a good friend of ours, good friend of my father's. Big Patrick's a good friend of your father, and he's a good friend of ye, and he's a good friend of Paddy Doherty. Okay now, Tony, you're coming out with a load of old plastic talk, whatever you're coming out with. I have your brain fucked up. You're talking like an Englishman. I have no problem with English people, but you are talking like an Englishman. You're on about electrocuting me and 500 stitches. Tony, will you get a bottle of Copan and get a bit of sense in your brain, Tony? You're saying you had 250 fights. If you had 250 fights, Tony, you should be able enough to come out and fight me then. You said I only had one fight. Listen, if I only had one fight, 2 fights, 3 fights, you should come out and have a fight with me then and see what am I going to do to you on the day. I am going to knock you clean spark out in less than 5 minutes. I'll put down £1,000 to £100,000. If I can't beat you in 5 minutes, Tony, I will give up fighting for the rest of my life. This fight has to happen between me and you. Give me dates, Tony, what I'm asking for. Don't be trying to bring a big right into this, Tony, to get this fight knocked off. What you're at. You're saying you have nephews, what I said a second ago, you have brothers, you're one of 17.
We've all nephews.
We all have nephews, Tony, we all have brothers. I have over 70 or 80 nephews. I'm not bringing them into it, Tony. You are the man is trying to start something off what you can't hold. Listen, don't start it off what you can't deal with. I have no problems with your people. I have nothing against the Doherty people, but I have a problem with you, Tony. You shouldn't have a problem with all my people. What you're trying to bring a right, Tony. This is not happening. Get the fight on. Give the times, and if you want 3 months, Tony, or 4 months, I'll give you, Tony. But giving me dates and times. You don't need a whole full 12 months to get fit. 12 weeks to get any man fit. Say 15 weeks anyway to get you fit. Or 13 weeks, whatever you want, I'll give you. Just giving me times and dates. Big Patrick's ready to come over. Your brother Paddy, what I said, I have no problem with the man to show you fair play. But why I'm leaving Paddy to show you fair play? To show your brother Paddy and to show all your people you're no good to fight. That's why you were put out of the boxing as well in the ring. You were no good in the ring. You were knocked out in the ring and stopped. Come out to me, give me a date, come out to me, and we get this fight on the road. Tony, pull yourself together and stop talking like a plastic man. I don't know what you're on about. All big talk. That's not going to bluff me. I am a big man, Tony. You are a small little midget. What I said, with little Michael Jackson's face. And if you want to fight for money, Tony, we'll put money down in the morning, or whenever you want. I'll put £5,000 down to any man in England to hold my money. 5,000 or 10,000, kicking money down. And if you want to fight for 20, 30, 40, I will back it up. Okay, if you want to be, I'll give 5,000 to any man in the country to hold my bet. And I will be there on the date when you say it. And it will be took out the road. Good luck, goodbye now, Tony. The whole world is listening. You don't want to fight me. You are not fighting me. I swear me family's life you're not fighting me. You are afraid of me, Tony. You're only looking for an excuse to get this fight knocked off. You little fat, ugly bastard. What your Michael Jackson nose in ya. What your 7 bellies in ya. Come out to me and I'll lock you clean spark out. You little gomy ya.